In this tutorial, we'll be looking at Revit families, and we're going to do our own custom Louver family. For this exercise, you're going to be mostly in families, so I'm going to go to families new, and we will be working with 3 different templates. We will be first doing a profile family, and that is going to make a sweep in a generic model, and then that's going to be used as a curtain wall panel. So let's start with the profile family. And inside the profile family, what we need to do is basically create a boundary, like a workspace for ourselves. Let's make this as 4 by 4 inches. And inside of this, I'm just going to draw a simple profile shape. So this could be anything that you want. Doesn't have to be anything specific. And we can basically customize this later as well. So I'm going to just move it around. Imagine this being a thin aluminum shape, basically, or louver. Once that's done, I'm going to hit save and create a folder on your desktop and call it the louver. And inside the louver, rename this as the profile. And I'm going to basically go to File, New, Family again. And this time, I'm going to make this as a generic model. So inside generic model, all we have to do is create 2 new reference planes. So I'm going to do 1 foot for the left and 1 foot for the right. And I want to draw a sweep in between these 2. But first, let's annotate them. Go to Annotate tab, Aligned, and I want to annotate these 2 offsets and make them equalized. And then I want to define this as the width of my panel. Then go to Create, Sweep, and I want to sketch the path, and this is going to be my sweep. And you can kind of move it out and move it back in to lock this relationship. And once the sweep path is defined, hit check. And then the sweep is asking for a profile, and we're going to use the profile we just made. So go to Load Profile, Desktop, and go to your desktop, low profile, desktop, louver profile, and go to let's do this again. Let's try this again. Create sweep, sketch path, draw a line, check, hit check, and then here I want to load a profile, use my profile, and then under this drop down I have the profile and hit check. And now we will have the shape kind of swept into a single louver. And what you want to do is make sure that when you flex your reference lines or reference planes, this model stretches as well. And it seems to be working fine. And I'm going to define this this width as kind of a parameter for the louver. So go to Create Parameter, define this as a type parameter, and call it louver W. Hit OK, and save as well. And we want this to be louver. Now for the last one, we go to File, New, Family, and we want Curtain Wall Panel. Hit Open. And inside Curtain Wall Panel, we want to model these towards the exterior. So what I want to do is first bring in a single component, and we can do that using this component tool. And it's asking me to load one. We say yes, and then select louver, hit open, and then the louver will be placed in. And I want to use the align tool to make sure that it's locked onto this construction line. And for the left side, I'm going to lock it here. You can see that this side doesn't actually fit, or it doesn't give us kind of a stretchable figure. So to fix that, if you select the louver and go to edit type, you can see that the louver W is defined as a parameter here. We want to link this to the curtain wall width. Because we might have a curtain wall with different types of divisions, you might want to get this from a reporting parameter, and that's going to read the width of the panel directly from the curtain wall system. To achieve that, we're going to go to Annotate, Aligned, and just create a simple width parameter and define this as the panel W, call it instance and reporting, and hit OK. So every time we have a different panel, this width is going to change, and we want the louver to be exactly this width. So to do that, I select louver, go to Edit Type. Under louver W, you see this Associate Family Parameter. Click there and then choose panel W. So the louver W is from the sweep parameter, is from the sweep family where we created the parameter for its width, and the panel W is from the curtain wall panel. So I hit OK. Now that this is grayed out, it means you cannot change it anymore, and now my louver fits perfectly inside the curtain wall panel. But we're actually not done. So if you go to the exterior, what I want to do is make sure that we can create an array that is also parametric, and we can control it with different types of parameters. So to do that, I'm selecting a single louver, choose array, and let's specify 5 here, and we want it to group and associate and all the way to the last, and select the top point of the louver and hit it towards the top. Let's make this 8, and we want to basically, this is the top panel, the top boundary of the curtain wall panel, and we want to align that to the louvers basically. So every time I stretch this, you can see that the louvers are stretching. And I also want to specify this number as a parameter as well. So once you select that number, go to Label, Add Parameter, and call it num louvers. And we can specify that as an instance parameter, hit OK, and that should be it. So if I look at it in 3D, you can see that our louvers are kind of populating really nicely. Next thing is I actually want to save this and call it louver panel, and go to File, New. Let's create a project and load this in there. Project, architectural template, hit OK. And I'm going to start with a simple wall. Basically, we can do a curtain wall system. And for this curtain wall system, let's say we want to define, we can have glass, and then in between we can have this. But let's actually first try to get our louver inside Revit. So when you select the curtain wall system, go to Architecture, Curtain Grid, and you can divide this in any different way you want. So you can, I basically created some divisions here. And when you select either of these panels, go to Edit Type, you can see that this is a system panel and we only have 2 options, glazed and solid. We don't see our family being loaded yet. So what I want to do is select the curtain wall, go to Edit Type, and under Curtain Panel, we want to see it here. So we might want to actually load it basically. So one way of doing that is hit Cancel. So go to, let's go back to our louver system and choose Load into Project. Select Project 1, hit OK. Now this will be actually loaded here. So when I choose the curtain wall system, hit Edit Type, under Curtain Panel, we will see all the way down, Louver Panel is our curtain panel system. Hit Apply and hit OK. Now you can see that this is actually being loaded in. Now the cool thing about this one is that we actually have different louvers. So for instance, if I choose all of them and deselect the walls and curtain grids, and let's try it this way, you can see that every time I select it, number of louvers is kind of an instance parameter here. So if I enter a specific number, it will only affect this panel here. I can also make it here, let's say 16. So I can basically control how many vertical divisions I want. Because these files are linked to each other, we can also basically add more geometry to the curtain wall panel if we want to. So for instance, if I choose one, go to Edit Family. Now let's say we want to create some sort of supporting structure behind our curtain wall panel. So if you go to the reference plan, let's say I want to create 2 new offsets here. So I can do create reference plane, pick lines. Let's do 4 inches, and I want to offset these, and let's create some offsets here as well. And I want to do create, annotate. So we can actually do this from the middle. We can make these equalized. We can also define this as a width, and we can define this as another parameter as well. And let's define this too. These are all kind of fixed at the moment, but let's say we want to specify these two as a new parameter and call it support W. And if I go to type properties, support W, I want to make it thinner. I can make it, let's say, 2-inch profiles. I can specify 2 inches, hit apply. You can see that they're stretching quite nicely. So let's do create extrusion, and I want to model simple blocks here and lock these relationships, and I want to make another one. Let's lock these as well, and that looks good. So now if I look at these geometries on the exterior, you can see that this guy is here, this guy is here. So what I want to do is align these faces as such, so that when I stretch my louvers, those also stretch as well. So basically I'm modeling these supporting structures behind it. So now let's load it back into our project, hit OK. And all you have to do is override the existing version as parameter values. And you can see that my supports are being added in the back of the louvers. So now if I want to, for instance, customize anything, these would basically respond. So those verticals are basically fixed, and the horizontal louvers are kind of variable. So we can also look at the sun setting. So you can see that we can also customize a bunch of options. And the nice thing about these is basically these files are linked. So if I want to change the louver any way I want, I can always go back into the families, and let's make it like that so that we can see it a bit nicely. So let's say I want to change the louver sections. I can always go back within nested families, and those effects will have to be updated basically, so that we can have the result we want at the end. So this can basically go in front of any other curtain wall panel system and act as a parametric louver system basically. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to upload more videos about Revit. If you like to subscribe to my channel, please do so. I also upload videos about other modeling programs and scripting as well. So in case you want to get notification, please hit the subscribe. Thanks for watching.